Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of scientific notation. This is standard 8.2c in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 27 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we've got the radius of the planet Neptune is we've got about 15,300 miles. We need to write it in scientific notation. There's nothing on our reference materials that gives us any clue as to what that means. So that's something we need to know coming into this particular test. So take a look at our answer choices. Obviously, we're dealing with a 1, a 5, and a 3, but where's the decimal go and what are we multiplying it by? Well, let me give you the short version and then I'll teach you how you can actually test it out on the calculator. Okay, so let's take this first one for example. 0.153. When I'm multiplying it by 10 to the fifth, this exponent lets me know how many times I'm going to move the decimal place over because each decimal place is 10 times the one next to it. Since it's a positive 5, right, I'm going to move the decimal place over 5 times. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 2 blanks. Let's put the 2 zeros there. If I put a comma after the third one, take a look at that. All right, so it's looking pretty good. Now, if we were to do this next one, right, we would go 0.153, but it's a negative 5. So we're going to go 5 times to the left. All right, so that's going to make it smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to put some zeros in there, put a leading zero. Yeah, not going to work. Okay, so take a look at this one. I've got 1.53. This is going to be times 10 to the fourth, which means 4 times to the right because it's positive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Take a look at that. Both of those end up as the same answer, 15,300, which is what we're looking for. And then we can already go ahead and mark out this D, right? Because look at that, it's going to be 1.53, but I'm going to the left 4 times. And yeah, that's not going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put your zeros in there. It ends up being the same, right, as what we've got up there. All right, so not going to work. How do we tell the difference between those two? Well, let's use the calculator. I told you that we could test this out with the calculator. Let's make sure I didn't do anything wrong, right? I'm stuck kind of between A and C, so let's calculate both of those to make sure we got it right. We can actually use the calculator. 0.153. We're going to multiply it by 10. Now, in order to get the squared, you would hit the x squared button, but we don't want to square. We want to take it to the fifth. So we're just going to hit this caret symbol. That gets us the exponent. All right, so the 15,300 works. Let's make sure we did the other one correctly. 1.53 times, and then we're going to do 10, hit the caret symbol to the fourth. Okay, so they're both correct. So did STAAR mess up? Did they give 2 correct answers? Well, no, they didn't. How are we written in scientific notation? That's the key here. Both of those equal to 15,300. Scientific notation is very, very particular. Okay, so I'm going to put scientific notation has to be a number that's greater than 1, but less than 10. You always want to have a single digit in the ones place and then as many decimals afterwards as you want to. And you notice this is not greater than 1. That's got a 0 in the ones place. You want a digit 1 through 9 in the ones place and then as many decimals afterwards. So our answer here is going to be C.